Consider it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. James 1 verses 2-4.
Before we roll into today's mission, hit like and subscribe so YouTube knows the Warriors of Light are still active. Consider it your pre-battle checklist. Claire Morgan used to think purpose came with a paycheck. Every morning she'd walk through the hospital doors, badge swinging, heart steady. She had the job she'd prayed for, the one that made her feel seen, needed, secure. Then came the shutdown. In a single week, the floor fell out from under her. The office went quiet, the paycheck stopped, and her world shrank to 4 walls and one fragile heartbeat, her mother's. She told herself it was temporary. She'd apply, wait it out, start over. But the weeks became months. The savings thinned, and the woman she once called Mom began calling her the nice lady who makes breakfast. Some days, even the appliances gave up before she did. Refrigerator, dishwasher, then the car. It was almost funny if it weren't happening to her. She wondered if maybe she'd done something wrong, if maybe God had stepped away for coffee and left her on hold. But somewhere between the unpaid bills and the unspoken fears, she started whispering again. Not complaints, not eloquent prayers, just the kind that come from the deep. Lord, help me. And somehow, in that quiet, he did. The whispers became words, the words became reflections, and those reflections, tiny flickers of faith, became a voice she never expected to use. What began as a private lament turned into a public light, an online post, a story, a spark. She didn't set out to start a ministry. She just needed to breathe again, and maybe help someone else do the same. And somewhere in that obedience, God showed her he hadn't ended her story. He'd reassigned her mission. Endurance isn't built on mountaintops. It's forged in the quiet crucible of change. When God removes us from the life we thought we wanted and places us in the one He's been preparing all along, sometimes He adds the challenges we never asked for, not to break us, but to drive us closer to Him. And even when things truly suck and all we can do is whisper for help, He provides. In that place of dependence, in the pressure and the pruning, our minds are renewed, our faith steadied, and our footing in Christ grows firm. Maybe you've been where Claire is, standing in the ruins of what used to be the plan. Maybe you're still there now, staring at the sky like, really, Lord, this was the assignment? But what if this season isn't a setback? What if it's basic training for a rescue mission that's already underway? Jesus told us straight up what was coming: wars and rumors of wars, lawlessness on full display, love running on empty. We're not waiting for signs anymore, folks. They're flashing like neon on the evening news. The rescue mission isn't somewhere off in the distance. It's here. Boots on the ground, armor up, Bibles out. Now's the time to hold the line and start pulling people out of the fire. One prayer, one post, one act of obedience at a time. If we're not trained up, it's time to hit the manual. If we don't know what our armor does, it's time to stop polishing it and start using it. Complacency is canceled. And yeah, sometimes, life just plain sucks. It's not cute, it's not filtered, and it's not fair. But when you learn to embrace the suck, you start discovering the purpose in the pain. That's where endurance is forged, where warriors are made, and where faith stops being a hobby and becomes a heartbeat. Because Jesus doesn't waste our pain. He recycles it into purpose. He hones our rough edges so our testimonies can double as rescue beacons. The stories we wish we could fast forward through? Those are the ones that light the narrow road for someone else stumbling toward salvation. So lean on Jesus. Be grateful He's prepping you for something bigger than comfort. And when you hit the wall, ask Jesus for a refill of grit and grace. He's got an unlimited supply. This pressure isn't punishment, it's promotion, the proving ground of the saints. Christ is right here mid-battle, refining His people to fight the good fight, not someday, now. The proving ground hurts, but that's where warriors are made. And if you're in a season where you have to embrace the suck, congratulations. You've officially enrolled in heaven's basic training. Jesus isn't looking for spectators. He's calling up soldiers. Active duty, Faith Edition. So tighten that helmet, grab your sword, and let's get to work. Welcome to the Team Warrior. Now let's go plant some seeds.